All right, guys, the first common tendency that we're going to talk about today is for players that don't reset their dink back in the middle when they get pulled out of position. I think it takes a select skill set to be disciplined enough to recognize that when you get pulled out of position that it's necessary to dink back in the middle. But I think a lot of lower level players tend to be off balance and get pulled out of position and really try to yank the dink back cross court, not recognizing that if they pop it up, their partner now is going to be playing by themselves, and it's more so this situation where it's 1-on-2. So just keep in mind that anytime you get pulled out of position, make sure that you're either resetting back in the middle, or if you want to be a bit more specific about your location, think about resetting back to the person on the right side and try to reset back to their left foot.
Yeah, I think this is such a huge one because, a lot of us want to improve our dinks, but this isn't really about dinking better or improving the technique. This is just about raising our dinking IQ. And the logic behind it is if my body and all my momentum is carrying me this way, it's very challenging to pull that ball back across when I don't have my feet and my body behind me. And when I get reaching and trying to pull it back across, I'm using my wrist, which is a big no-no. So by settling for going back up the line or shaded more toward the middle, I'm still able to use my shoulder and keep a locked wrist and keep my consistency.
Okay, so if you're being pulled out of position and you're off balance, maybe you're playing defense, don't dink back cross court. Look to dink back in the middle, or dink back to the person on the right side and dink to their left foot. Okay, so dinking cross court here, Kyle's main focus is going to be anytime he feels he's off balance, anytime he feels he's in a bad spot, anytime he feels like he needs to reset, he's going to be resetting back towards this marker. Anytime that he's in control, he's not off balance, he has plenty of time, he's going to be dinking back cross towards this marker.
And the other thing that you want to be looking for with my dinks here, guys, is not only is my location different, but the trajectory of the shots is going to be a little different. If I'm balanced and I've got a ball that I can really set up for, not only am I going to go to probably that outside target or more to Tyson's outside foot, but it's going to be having a little bit more of a linear ball path, okay? Because I'm in position and I don't need to reestablish. If I'm pulled off and I'm resetting, I'm going to want to lift a little bit more because the time it takes for that ball to travel through the air is just more time that I can get slid over and get back in that ideal position.
Like it. Here we go. So I'm going to be moving him around, trying to maybe be a bit more aggressive here. Okay, anytime he's off balance, nice, good. Middle,
reset.
Beautiful, good. And then any time that he's going to reset, he's going to say reset.
Reset.
Beautiful.
Reset.
Good. Good. Nice, he's got plenty of time. He's going back wide. He's got plenty of time. He's going back wide. Up, 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 up.
Reset.
Less time. Less time.
Reset.
Less time. Beautiful,
Reset.
beautiful. Good, good, good. Let's go other side here. Okay. Same thing here. Plain and simple, if your feet are not established, we are going where?
We're going to go middle.
Beautiful,
Different
beautiful.
ball path.
Okay, same thing here. So I'm actually going to keep the marker on this righty's left foot. So even though I'm going backhand cross, I actually want Kyle to be resetting more so towards the person in front of him and on that left foot.
Okay.
Ready here? Beautiful. Beautiful.
Reset.
Good.
Reset.
Good.
Reset.
Good. So even like a ball like that, even though he's not getting stretched, he's moving back and his feet aren't quite established.
Yeah, I'm taking a higher risk if I'm sliding this way, trying to be a little too aggressive, pulling it back across. So if I ever feel that I haven't controlled my sideways momentum, I'm going to take the safer route. If I feel very balanced, I'm going to go for the part of the location where I have a bigger target.
Okay. Let's go. Last one here.
Reset.
Good. Nice. I like it. I'm moving him around, making him feel off balance. Okay. Sorry. Nobody saw that. Jeez, where is that going? There's one.
Reset.
Good. I like it. Again.
Reset.
Beautiful. Okay. That is our first drill here. Play this out. Maybe it's 4 or 5 minutes, and then just change rolls.
Yep.
Okay. Second drill here. Now we're dinking back and forth. I have a paddle in my hand. He has a paddle as well. we're just dinking back and forth, recognizing how much time we have, recognizing our balance. But same sort of drill as the first one. Anytime you're off balance, anytime you're stretching, anytime you feel uncomfortable, you're always looking to reset back in the middle. When you have more time, when you're in control, then you can be pushing or lifting back cross court towards that wide marker. Keeping the theme of if your feet are not established, you are resetting back in the middle.
Yeah, so guys, this should be cooperative, but it should be very intentional. We're trying to help each other improve our pickleball IQ and find that instinct of any time we're a little bit off balance, we choose the safer route. So I'd like to see both sides, when they do reset, go ahead and call out that reset just to try to remind ourselves that that's the intent anytime we're not totally balanced.
Like it. Ready here? Okay. Reset.
Reset. Reset. Jeez,
Again, hang on.
That's a thunker.
Reset.
Reset. Reset.
Reset.
Reset. Notice, guys, I'm going to go middle here. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go middle here, and I won't call reset, right? Because I'm totally balanced. So it doesn't mean that every time I'm balanced, I want to go to the outside foot. There's still something to be said for varying my location on my opponent. But just remember that if we're off balance, that ball to the inside foot, that's the one with a little bit more height, a little bit more lift. For the time to get ourselves back in position, we want to say reset on that ball.
Okay, guys, so this drill here, we are simulating that we have a person in front of us and we have their left foot. So we're actually probably playing like 60% of the court here. Right?
And Tyson, so why, again, let's just talk about why do we have our targets here now as opposed to when we were crossed and they were in a slightly different location? And the main reason is, again, if we're picturing righties, the better location when I'm resetting, if I'm pulled out wide, I'd rather deal with this imaginary person in front of me. I'd rather deal with their backhand than if I pull that over a couple feet more towards Tyson's middle, that's going to be his forehand. So he's going to be a little bit more dangerous there than his partner probably will be if he's right-handed with his backhand scooting that reset over just a little bit.
Yeah, I think it causes a little added confusion too, right?
Absolutely,
I mean, you know, not only is it tougher to hit, you know, to get more easy power on the backhand, or not only is it tougher to speed up on the backhand, but plain and simple, when you dink a ball here, you know, sometimes this person wants to come in, wants to take this ball off of their left foot. I'm sure we've all been in that scenario. So it could cause a little, you know, it could cause some confusion. It can cause some miscommunication.
Call that a divorce ball.
Correct. We call that a divorce ball. Simply, it could force your opponents to fight over it. So don't be afraid to utilize that dink. Here we go. Okay, same thing here. Anytime we're stretched, we're calling reset.
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 Reset. Reset.
Reset.
Reset. Yeah, that's pretty good. Beautiful. I like it. Okay, guys, drill recap here. The two drills that we focused on. First drill, I was acting as the teacher, Kyle was acting as a student, and we're going cross court here. Student, basically you're calling reset if you're stretched, you're calling reset if you're off balance, and you're resetting back to the marker. If you have time, if you're in control, you can dink back out wide. And we would do that both on the forehand side and the backhand side. Second drill, same exact idea, but now both sides are keeping the rally going. And anytime anybody feels off balance, feels like they're you know, overextended, or they're not in control of the dinking exchange, they are dinking back in the middle. If they're in control, if they have time, then they're dinking back wide.
Okay, guys, for the game, what we're actually going to be doing is just playing points out cross court, starting with dinking. So we've just been moving each other around in the drills. So now we're going to start keeping track and bring it into a competitive setting. But we want to try to keep our pickleball IQ and keep the fundamentals there. Okay, so just alternating whoever wins the point, standard scoring, except if Tyson is to bring me out wide, and rather than showing that discipline and resetting in the middle, if I try to beat him wider and go back wide, its tendency is I'm late to recover in the middle. If he beats me with a speed up the middle, he's going to get 3 points there. So I really want to make sure in this game that I'm showing that discipline of giving myself a little bit more time, a little bit more lift on those reset dinks in order to make sure that I establish my position. So for this, we're not going to call out reset like we did with the drills, but just know that's still the shot that we want to be working on.
Right, and plain and simple, you are getting punished if you decide to be offensive on a wide dink when you should have reset it back in the middle. And if your opponent can speed up out of the air or off the bounce, off of your bad shot selection when you've been pulled out of position, they get 2 points for punishment and then 1 point for winning the point. Okay, we're gonna show you what that game's about right now. Okay, 0-0, playing points out here. Here we go. Resetting back in the middle. Okay, 1-0, here we go. Hey!
Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, that's two.
Gotta be a bonus point. Gotta be a bonus point there.
I think anytime we're cross.
Yeah, I can't bring him that wide, right? So I want to aim for the outside foot. If I start flirting with going too wide, I'm vulnerable for that to happen.
Okay, so
0-3.
2 points if you go ATP, right?
Yeah, so it'd be 0-3.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Well, right? 0-3, here we go.
Okay, I get pulled out wide here. I don't reset back in the middle. That's where the 2-pointer would come in.
So the 2 bonus points, so it'd actually be 3 points total there, because he's getting penalized for making the wrong choice and losing the point. So the score now would be 3-all.
Here we go. Play point out. Yeah, pull him out wide. Yeah.
Okay, so there I lost the point off of a Tyson speed up, but he brought me out wide. I popped it up, but my intention was correct. I still went to the correct location. I gave myself a little bit of time to recover, but it still was attackable. So Tyson's gonna go ahead and get 1 point there, but not get any bonus points because I didn't make the wrong tactical decision.
Right, I like it. So let's go same game, just on the ad side here, left side. Okay, zeros.
All right, that was rough. Oh. I should have reset that one.
Here we go.
Jeez.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Right,
I'm gonna take it. Here we go.
This is rough. I gotta find it.
Okay.
Tried to hold it.
Here we go. Dinking back and forth. Pulls me out of position. I decide to try to reset. He would get 3 points there. Why? Because I didn't reset back in the middle. Okay, here we go. Same thing. Dinking back and forth. Pull him out wide. Pull him out wide. Nice. Nice. Okay, pulls me out wide. Okay, 3 points. Plain and simple.
Because he's trying to go back across, and that's not what we want to do. Okay guys, so just to recap for the game, so it is a competitive setting. We are gonna do a dink battle, playing that out cross court. Just wanna remember that we're allowing not to be quite as rigid with the line calls on that center line for the reset dink, but everything else, every other type of aggressive finish or speed up, the midline counts, okay? So we wanna try to be working our opponents side to side and remembering to show that discipline. If we feel that we're off balance, to remember up the middle with a little bit more height is the ticket.
Anytime you're taking the wrong shot selection on a wide dink and you're trying to be aggressive back across court, if your opponent speeds up, because obviously you're out of position and you took the wrong shot selection, they would get 3 points total, 2 as a bonus, and then 1 for winning the point. Plain and simple, we're working on using the right shot selection and resetting back in the middle when you get pulled out of position.